Alrighty. I think we're gonna do about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We'll see how well I progress. Oh my goodness. Restream. Get with it, man. Okay, I need to post a couple things real quick. Can't remember the last thing that I posted. Here? Yeah, it was. Alrighty. I think we're good to go. So I'm working on getting a little guest house done. And I'm kind of playing around with how this is going to sit on the site because they're going to build the guest house first. So we have to get this guest house dimensioned properly. We're sitting at 1136 square feet. And I think that's going to be okay. But what I got to figure out is how this interacts with the rest of the house. And it's shaping up to be where there's a walkway that goes between the houses. Right here. But the problem is if we're gonna put something back here like a pool, we're gonna have to get equipment back here. So there's gonna have to be enough clearance between the houses. So we're either gonna have to build the guest house, then the pool and patio, and then the house. Or we're gonna have to separate these two enough where we can get a Caterpillar, dirt trucks, things like that, back and forth without damaging the home. So, also looks like I need to move this whole thing. So I think what I'd like to see happen is a walkway that becomes kind of like an extension of this house, the guest house. And that maybe, just maybe, a piece of crap. Gotta select it all. Can't select just part of it. I'm actually going to save this as a guest house. Make sure I've got everything here. Looks like I do. Maybe this. Just to here. What, really? I don't know why I had to do that. That's interesting. Okay. So it's basically about 5 feet out there. I think this needs to be at least 5 feet. Maybe more. So the question is does the house move all the way down to where it's part of this walkway? Ooh, maybe I should line these up. What do you think? What? What? That was weird. I don't know why it's been doing this. Set this all at a 10-foot height instead of 12 foot. It was nasty. Wow, that's a really far stretch. What's up, Backwoods? Yeah, hold on one second, I'll be right back. All right. Hey, what's going on? I like how neither of the applications that I'm using to track my viewers shows that I have a viewer. Womp womp. Nothing like a nice juicy steak to calm the munchies. I guess that's a thing. I thought maybe this can be a little bit less intense on this side. What is this dimension right here? 8'6". Yeah, I'm thinking that doesn't need to be quite as much. Not a really big fan of this layout so far. maybe this needs to be a little less intense. The whole idea here is that this door opens up. You can open this door up and it extends the living room out into the fireplace. But I think that fireplace has to be at least 10 feet away from the house. Do you live in a hot climate? That worked out nicely. So the master plan here is that these two homes live in Georgia. That's where I'm from. Oh wait, I thought that was backwoods. Priceless koala. I'm assuming you mean Georgia the state, not Georgia the country. If you do mean Georgia the country, congratulations on having really good English. Right now, I'm just really not a big fan of this roof layout. The state. I just finished watching the Atlanta Falcons get pummeled in Boston. And earlier today, I watched Atlanta FC. Man, it was a tie, but it felt like a loss. I felt like they should have won that game. But now they have to play again on Wednesday to get into the playoffs, which is not good for their roster. But I think they'll do okay. But that's cool to see another Georgian up in here. Dream is to tear down a house and build a new one with a design I create myself. So is there a reason you would have to tear down a house first in order to do that? Okay. Ugh. Okay. I can, yeah, there's, I can't argue with that at all. Man, I really feel like this whole thing needs to come in. Where are we at? Right here. Okay. It's already starting to feel a little bit better. Still not happy about this roof though. And I'll tell you what's bothering me about it is this plane right here. this intersection really needs to happen like right here. And if I do that, this is going to be way too low. That's so weird. Restream did not pick up that link. In fact, it actually broke chat. But it showed up in Ankbot. Let me open that real quick. Alright, so what do I think about a bathroom like this, where the bathtub is connected with the shower and the glass makes it so the water splashing can't get into the rest of the bathroom? So here's the question you have to ask yourself. So I think if this is what the client wants, then it's perfect. But what you want to ask yourself is, if someone's taking a shower, do you want to have to go through there to get a bath? Do you plan on using both at the same time? And this is a very efficient use of space. I'm not sure that the glass between, like, going all the way back to the wall here accomplishes anything. I think you can bring a wing wall out here and make this counter space a little bit nicer, and then give a little bit more, I guess maybe you don't need the privacy, but then it kind of creates a little alcove here that makes the tub feel like it tucks into something instead of being just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I think this is a nice solution for whatever client ordered it. Probably. I'm not sure that I would ever design something like this. I typically put the tub outside the shower. I like how they used the sink faucet for the bathtub. So I'm wondering now if maybe true but not true. Sinks usually are not structural. Tubs have to have some sort of structural component in order to support the water and the human sitting inside of them. So I'm thinking now that maybe this is getting uglier and uglier. See, that doesn't even hit. Does the house have to have a roof, or are you asking does the porch have to have a roof? I'm trying to get something like this. Porch doesn't have to have a roof. We can put a trellis over part of it, but I think I would like to have a roof here, because this opens into like an outdoor living area. So it'd be nice to be able to have this open even during the rain. And if you get rid of it, so I think But I think you're onto something though, because I think if you get rid of it, we start to see a bit of the problem, and it's that this massing just is not working the way I want it to. And it's because this is all way too fat. If I need to change the angles here, I need to think through these angles a bit. And then the problem I'm starting to face is that the guest house looks bigger than the main house. This sounds surprisingly like the last song that I just listened to. What if I bring this stone wall down a little bit? Well, that didn't help me at all. Alright, I'm going to let this steep for a little bit, and I'm going to finish up. I'm going to keep working on the documentation for all this stuff. View. Do I have enough here for... No, not even close. Interesting. So culturally, is there something that mandates or led to what happened to all my dimensions? Hey, sorry, is there something culturally that mandates or led to the showers and the tubs being in the same space like that? 'Cause I was actually not aware of that. And while I haven't really studied it that much, I do love me some Japanese architecture. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a new sheet. Sure, let's save the project. This is going to be a 1.3. Interesting. Okay. So it's a lot like shower house at a pool, where you're supposed to shower before you get before you get into the pool and when you get out of the pool. does the water stay in the pool, or do they, or in the tub, or do they drain it after soaking?
According to independent Indeed is offering first job post premium visibility as a sponsored job. Redeem this offer at Indeed.com/audio.
Interesting. So does that mean there's one bathroom that has a bathtub in it for the whole household? Or would the kids use the tub in the parents' room? And it kind of makes sense. I think culturally there is less space, and not culturally, but just because of the society, there's less space to build. So typically, that's probably one of the things that's left out is multiple bathrooms. Is this set up to be? It is a floor plan. Oh, piece of crap. These interior elevations, those are interior elevations. This is a guest house, so this is just like a secondary house, and the square footage of this house is a little bit less than 1,200 square feet. The owner wanted it a little less than 1,000 square feet, but I don't think that it's going to happen because of everything that they want in it. So, and that roof is ginormous. Really not happy with this right now. This elevation actually looks okay, and it'll square up a bit when the fireplace gets changed. So, you know, I think different situations require different solutions. This person wants to build a larger home for his family, but they can't afford it yet. So we're master planning the entire property, and we'll be building the guest house first for him, his wife, and his daughter to move into. Once they build their main house, they're expecting the wife's mother to probably move in with them. So this will probably be their house or her house. So then it becomes kind of like a family compound where the family can kind of live on the same property but in separate buildings. it's a self-sustained, it's not self-sufficient, but it has its own kitchenette, washer dryer. So it's basically an in-law suite. Not a very good one at that. I'll have to talk to him about things like making these doors bigger. This is kind of an ugly detail right here. So we'll have to see maybe what we can do. I think I can maybe straighten this out some, but it'll have to grow a little bit in order to do that. I don't know that we really want to do that. We don't really want to grow this too much. I don't mind this elevation so much. It's this one that's really bothering me. And I'm trying to figure out what to do about it. How old is your house? Because even before Georgia was requiring building code, they mandated that you had to have insulation in the walls. So it might not feel like it has insulation in it. But I have a hard time believing that if you ripped open an exterior wall, there would be no piece of crap. Oh no. That just happened? No, it didn't. That you wouldn't find any insulation in the exterior walls. That's just really hard to believe. Not impossible. Not visible. It's not on the imports work set? No. Does the room facing sun have windows in it? And yeah, you're right, the insulation probably isn't enough to take care of it, but insulation isn't what keeps hot air out. It probably also has a lot to do with how many stories is it? Single story? Okay, I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not the best built, knowing the quality of construction in Georgia around that time period. And probably it probably has more to do with the lack of insulation in the roof, because that's the surface that the sun is striking, and also the fact that the window is probably not very well insulated. I wonder what happens if I do this. Ugh. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to happen at this elevation, but it's not what I wanted. It says nope. Still has to do with this roof right here. This roof right here is jacking me up. I stream every chance I get. Been streaming pretty solid for about a little over a month now, using Watch Me Work, and even longer than that just using Twitch. But I stream while I work, like at my office. So usually, I mean, my stream schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time, and then maybe every other time that I am working. So, yeah, I guess you could say I stream fairly often. Maybe this is what needs to happen. Maybe this is what's bothering me right here. Let's see. Oh, screw you. I have a feeling this is going to be too tall, but we'll never know if we don't try it. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world to have happened. Hey, appreciate the follow. Bloom. Now it's this right here that's bothering me. My hat is at home because my hair is not horrible today. Okay. I'm not sure. It is a little bit weird right there. See if we can do something about this real quick. I also need to just go ahead and change this to, I need to select all, edit, duplicate. Yep. Go back to, oh wait, there we go. This is going to be brick on stone. Wait, brick on stone. Yeah, that one. So I need to change this to brick. We have brick. Oh my lord, there's no brick. Right. Let's see. Stone on 5.5 inch. Duplicate that. Call this brick. There we go. And this is brick. So I need to add 3/8 of an inch to this. Plus 0.3/8 of an inch. There we go. So what I'm doing here is the client has requested we make it all stone and brick. I'm changing the wall type to be brick above. It won't be that ugly red. In fact, let's go ahead and update that just so that it's not as fugly. You know what, guys? I don't think I'm going to finish this tonight like I wanted to.
Want to think a little easier? Keep up.
190, 181, 163. Somebody remember that. Ugh. That wasn't it. You guys are horrible at this. I wonder if because it's brick and stone, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I tried the Stingray engine. I think Autodesk has come into the development of game engines a little too late, and they're going to have a hard time converting people who are using Unreal and Unity. Personally, I use Unity right now for my VR stuff, and I find that it works pretty well. Autodesk is going to have to implement a lot of third-party stuff like Steam's virtual reality tools, and I don't know how they're going to feel about that. Might as well go ahead and change this while I'm here. Duplicate. Call this brick. And stone. Change this to brick. I would say I hope I didn't just jack up all my dimensions, but I'm pretty sure they were already jacked. Why would you make a game engine for architectural and not game design? I don't think I follow that logic. You don't make a game engine for architecture. you make a game engine for game design. I think they made it for game design. There's way too many other tools in the market for them to create something specifically for architectural walkthroughs. I'm jacking up all the stuff. Let's see. Well, if it's not a game engine, then why do they label it as a game engine? I think it's a game engine, and they're trying to get in on the Unity and Unreal market. I think that's what they're trying to do there. It worked, but it didn't work. Okay. Ah. This is really hard to do with two houses in the view. Yeah. It's starting to come together. I'm still not convinced by this roof. When I start a new project, oh goodness. I'm free 1 week and I want to focus on it. Or when you start a new project. I'm confused. Yeah, I wish that's the way the industry worked, that I could just focus on a project for a week. I feel like maybe this is too much brick, maybe, is what's going on here. Do I have those brackets? I need those bracket families. No, I feel you there. Okay. So part of the problem is this difference in height right here. This should actually... I think this whole thing needs to be back here. Yeah, it's way too high. I'm trying to figure out how I want to get these roofs to join together. Because right now I'm not liking how these roofs are coming together. What happens if I do this? What if I do this on both sides? What do you think? I vote no. What if I bring this down to match the other roof slope? That's a little bit better. Is this going to turn into like a an actual veranda here? Let's make this Sure, let's make it 3. Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Why did that not work out the way I wanted it to? Oh. Let's do this. Let's match this to this. Nope, not like that. Okay. I think the big problem is that this depth is just way too much. I think this depth between here and here is just way too much roof to handle. Okay. If that's the case, then let's look at this. What is this dimension? That's 8 foot 9 and 1/16 of an inch. I'm just gonna bring this out. 8 foot 9. And here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try this right here and see what happens. Come on now. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we have found our answer. No, there's actually no attic in this. Although I probably should put a pull down somewhere because it's just a little guest house. Now I want to see what happens if I make this 8 and let it match. This guy right here. Come on now. What happens if I do this? See, I would want this to come out further. Maybe this gets a little bit wider. Maybe this is more like 2'6" instead. Change my roof side. I'm not sure what you mean by roof side. Pardon my ignorance there. What is going on right here? I think I've got a leftover roof cut that I need to get rid of here. or not? Is there rules about it, or are you doing restoration already have roof? I'm not sure what you mean by roof side. Why can I not find this freaking roof cut? Rotate what? That's the whole question. Is I'm not sure what you mean by roof side. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by roof side. Do you mean rotate this around to over here? Really wish I knew why this was acting this way. I feel like I have a roof cut in here somewhere that I'm not able to select. Sorry. Yeah, I'm very aware of language barriers, and I'm not one to give up on translations. So I am interested in knowing what you mean. I'm just not sure what you meant by roof side. Are you talking about the way it slopes? Or are you saying, like, take this whole thing and rotate it 180 degrees? Like putting this over on this side? Because I'm currently trying to learn Spanish. Speaking of which, I don't think I'm gonna make my I'm not even gonna try. I've only got 4 minutes. Is Spanish helpful? In the United States construction industry, yes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on... Man, this roof is really bothering me. What is going on with this? Is it because of where this wall is? No. I really feel like there's a roof opening right there that for some reason I can't see. Oh, is Duolingo helpful? Yes, it is. So I'm taking Spanish because both of my sons, who are in elementary school, are taking Spanish classes. So I'm trying to keep up with them, essentially. And I also I used to coach youth soccer, and about 50% of my team was Hispanic. So learning Spanish was beneficial there as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and let's make sure that this is even, which it is not. So it's funny you say that because I wasn't for a long time. Holy crap, are these not lining up? Is this not? Is it possible to give you a cool link with a roof? Like you want to link me, you want to link a cool roof to me? Yeah, sure, go ahead. So I was coaching and doing architecture at the same time, and what I found is that it just wasn't working. So I actually recently had to stop coaching, and it absolutely kills me. I miss it a lot. In fact, next weekend I'm going to watch a bunch of the kids that I've been coaching for a long time play in a tournament, which should be a lot of fun. Wow, look at this roof. Look at these walls. They're all jacked up. What's up with that? It won't let me click it. Let me click it. Interesting. I wonder if I could just do that. Nope. Gotta do the full thing. It's an interesting roof, that's for sure. Nice little sun porch. I'm trying to... This looks like a rendering. It does not look like a picture. It looks like a rendering. It's hard to tell, though. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm about to do. Let's reset that profile. Oh boy! Internal data is corrupted. That is always a fun error to deal with. Look at this. Elements internal join data is corrupt. Piece crap. I've been getting a lot of that lately. See if I can... Oh, good. Okay. This is gonna bother me. They're both doing it too. So it's something to do with... Oh! That's what it is. Okay, this is what needs to happen. I think we're getting there. I think this is what they're going to end up getting with this. I don't know why that wall got so long. It's a little weird. Alright, so this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a box that is like this, right? Chia. And what's going to happen, see, is we're going to put this about, let's put it 16 inches up. Sure. Now let's make this about 2'6". What do we think? Taller? Well, that's not the entire house. Are you talking about the project that I'm working on, or the one that you posted? Yes, I am using a shortcut for finish editing. I have my keyboard shortcuts. Wow. So what I did is I went to keyboard shortcuts and I searched for finish, and then I just set every single thing that's finish to FF. So I just hit FF anytime I'm in sketch mode or edit mode to get out of it. And it is a tremendous time saver. Hold on a second. Sorry, it sounded like somebody was banging on my door downstairs. So yeah. I think these go away. Best of luck at your last day of job. What do you think, flush? To answer the question about the cars, this is just a guest house, so they're they'll be parking outside. Why you no connect? That's why right there. I think I want to arch this. Warn the program when you build this roof or this wall in this position. For example, it's broke down. Hold on a second, let me look through this. Which position are you talking about? Let's go, what is this height right here? 16 feet. So we need to go at least 18 feet, if not 19 feet. Actually, we're gonna do this. I like how that didn't work at all. And then we're gonna move this out 1/6. So now I'm torn. Do I want to make the chimney smaller above this, or do I make it just the same? Stop that. Same height. So I sliced my thumb open this weekend, and I used that. I didn't realize how much I use that thumb when I'm working in Revit. It's quite painful. This has been quite a chore doing this. Warn the program when you build this roof or this wall in this position. For example, it's broke down. So, first question, was that actually a question? A roof without walls can't harm. Okay, I see what you're saying. So no, there will probably be a beam running back here and back here that will be supported by the structure. And it'll rest on this beam, which will run across here. So the roof won't be self-supporting. There will be beams coming across here, and this column will probably move out to the edge of that roof, wherever that was. Let me see if I can find it. That's not what I meant to do. Come on, Revit. Come on, Revit. Let's do, bounded lookup. There we go. So, let me see. This distance here, 3 5/16 of an inch. Something like that. And then this will be probably halfway in between. Let's try 15. Ooh, goodness. 17. 17.6. 17.8. That's close enough. There we go. And then these will go away. Maybe they'll go away. I might actually leave them out there and make a trellis out here. So, and then this will move to be right there. And join, sucker. Oops. So then there will probably be another beam that comes out this way from this wall that will tie into all of these. And I'd really like for these to swap. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. We'll probably do something like this. That's not going to work. I can already tell right now. So I think, let's see here, I've been going for about an hour and a half, a little bit more. I think we're gonna have to call it quits because I have to be up early to be back here in about 5 hours. But I think we've made some pretty good progress here. I think this actually helps us quite a bit because now we're defining this space as the outdoor living room, and it really, actually those columns really help to define this space. So I don't know, maybe they end up staying. As much as I really don't like them. Whoa. Apparently I moved instead of copied. And I'm not sure what's up with the these other walls here. My floor plan has been destroyed here, and I'm not sure what exactly has happened to make them do that. Oh, because it's a freaking pony wall. But I'm kind of liking where this is going. I might put a band around this and make the upper half brick to mimic this around here. I'm still not entirely sure. Let's do this real quick as well. I'm going to detach all. We're just going to make this. Let's see what happens if we just do 18 feet. Oh, okay. Let's go top constraint, unconnected, 18. Let's go 19 feet. Oh my goodness. What has happened? Take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it as usual. I'm probably gonna be going here in just a second as well. I need to get my beauty rest. take care. Appreciate you stopping by. Oops. I don't like how that cuts up in there now. I'm gonna have to do this. I think this actually works. I think I match up some of the details, and I think we have something that actually starts to work out pretty well. So I think, what is this? I have no clue what that is. I think we end there for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete those. No, just this. Let's get rid of that as well. Let's see how. Let's start to see how the back of this starts to look. I feel like these are on a sheet. That one is on a sheet. Let's duplicate this. Starting to like this. I feel like that fireplace needs to be bigger. But we're getting there. Got a lot of work to do though. A lot of work to do. But we came a long way in the stream, so I think we're getting closer. I think, you know, this isn't too bad. This has got a lot of character to it. So I like where we went so far. We're gonna save that. Guest house. And we're going to call it a night. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by. And hopefully you learned something. If you didn't learn anything, I hope you were entertained. And I hope you come back for more entertaining education later on. Have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later.